Hello, everyone. Jonathan Dean here.
And Elvin Handy.
I'd like to welcome you to Off the Axis Podcast. Hope you're doing wonderful today. We kind of have a fun show coming up. We're not going to do too many serious topics to wrap up the new year. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling good. I had a good holiday break, and
Yeah, Merry
you had a
Christmas.
good holiday break.
Yeah, man, it was amazing. Family's doing well. Got to meet my new nephew, spend some quality time with him.
Okay.
Really cool little baby. He screams a lot and shits his pants. You know,
Yeah, I got to meet my niece last week.
she shit her pants too.
No. Well, I guess all babies kind of do.
Oh, okay.
But she's a good baby, though.
She still shits her pants.
Yeah, she's real cute, I tell you.
All right.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah, it was good, man. Ready to bring in the new year. Got some exciting goals for the year.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped.
Yeah, I'm pumped for the new year, too.
Pumped to bring the podcast in the new year.
Yeah, my goal, I really want us to hit at least, what do you think, 50,000 subscribers in a year? We got to set a goal for ourselves.
50,000. Is that our goal for the year?
That's what I was thinking. Like yesterday, like we got to set a goal,
Think that's a
and
feasible
50,000
goal?
kind of just popped up in my head.
Whew. I don't know. We're pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think we can do it.
I think we can do it. I think we can do it.
More than that, though, I think my big goal for the new year, I did a lot of focus, a lot of learning in multiple areas of my life last year.
Okay.
This year, I need to get back to expanding my mind and concreting my foundations. So I'm going to do a lot more reading this year.
Okay, I remember you told me that.
Maybe roll back to some books I've previously touched on that helped develop me as a young man. So I'm just going to really try to make myself a more formidable opponent, I suppose, and a better debater, a better speaker, and have more concrete foundation on my beliefs.
Okay. What kind of books are you thinking about?
Well, let's see. I spoke on Marcus Aurelius,
Okay.
Marcus Aurelius book in one of the other podcasts, and I hadn't read that since I was quite young. So I got that book for Christmas. My family asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I just gave them a bunch of books.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to start with that, meditations, and then I'm going to work through that, which I've already started. Won't take long to get through it. And then starting with the Aristotle book after that.
Aristotle.
Got to be concrete in our foundation.
That really help you with speech and how to pronounce things differently and different words you can use for filler words and things of that nature.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
I've been slacking on the reading for several years now, and it's just time to get back to it. That's what made me the formidable opponent in the area of debate that I once was, and I feel like I'm kind of losing my touch.
Okay.
I'm putting some filler words in when I should not be. We're going to get rid of that.
But reading really help you get filler words that kind of sound more eloquent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it won't be like a or anything like that. Something that sounds more eloquent and better to the audience.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's do some book exchanges.
We can.
Build each other up this year, brother.
For sure.
Build each other up just like we always have.
I have to pick out a book that I like that I can.
Me and this cat have been doing this for many years. We've been building each other up for many years.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to continue.
Got to. All right. So let's get to our first topic for today.
What you got, sir?
Okay, so I want to talk more about the Somali topic. It's been a very interesting topic over the past weeks. Now, to date, the FBI has uncovered $250 million in tax fraud stolen from the American taxpayers, and they also have convicted 57 people so far to date. Now, a few weeks ago, I talked about Ilhan Omar.
So 57 they've convicted to date.
Yes,
and that's in the Minnesota tax fraud alone.
Right.
Well, we're finally getting some arrests.
Finally. Yeah, Kash Patel had put it on his X account yesterday that they had convicted 57 people with the scheme. But what I was going to get into with Ilhan Omar is a couple weeks ago, I covered Ilhan Omar and how she might possibly have ties to the scheme. What happened with her is some of the people that were convicted in the scheme, she threw parties for, and she also had on her staff. So that was a very interesting uncovering that I went through a couple weeks ago. Yeah, did you hear about that?
I saw a little bit about it. I didn't dive in deep. I'm just salty about hearing about her at all. The fact that she's not back in Somalia yet's enough to piss me off.
Well, I heard she married her brother to be in the American citizen.
100%.
Is that
for
true?
a fact. She
Is that
married
true?
her brother. I've reviewed the evidence.
Oh goodness.
And this is where I'm at one of the many reasons I'm at the wit's end with the Republican Party. Like, this is an easy boot. It's an easy
Yeah, it
boot.
is. It is.
Get her ass out of here. How is
is.
she running a... Oh, it's a travesty. It is a travesty.
It really is a travesty. And so now all eyes is on Governor Tim Walz, because apparently he might have some connection with this scheme as well, because some whistleblowers not too long ago came out and said that the state government agencies within Minnesota warned Tim Walz that this fraud was going on, and he kind of ignored them and overlooked the scheme and kind of allowed it to continue.
So they were submitting, I guess, complaints?
Yeah, it seems from what they seem to say, they were submitting complaints to Tim Walz, his government, well, not his government agency, but his administration, and they kind of overlooked the problem and allowed it to continue.
Whoa. Don't use liberal words. He didn't overlook that shit.
No, I don't think he if he overlooked it, he overlooked it on purpose.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
But now, he's trying to save face and things like that. But I have a video for you guys to see that kind of explains this in detail of how Tim Walz overlooked this problem and just continue to let it fester. So,
all right, what you
let's
got
check this
here?
video
Let's
out.
check it out.
Welcome back, everyone. Governor Tim Walz still defending and deflecting blame over the growing fraud scandal in his state of Minnesota. This is the FBI revealing they're on the case. Director Kash Patel confirming, quote, the FBI dismantled a $250 million fraud scheme that stole federal food aid meant for vulnerable children.
And also, I want to say that there also is an estimated that it goes up to $9 billion when you account for other organizations as well, because it's more than this is just the federal food one with the 250 million, but there's also like a Medicaid and other programs that they might have
up to 9 billion total.
Right, up to 9 billion total. So that's the estimate. But this is what they have guaranteed found is 250 million fraud scheme.
That's insane, man.
It's insane.
Quarter million just for a pinch. Just a pinch is $250,000.
Now, luckily, I was doing some
quarter billion.
Yeah, quarter billion.
Billion.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Billions and billions.
A dollar.
Billions.
Now, luckily, the FBI, I think yesterday when I did the research, they recovered around 60 to 70 million of the 250 million. So the FBI is doing a pretty good job at this and recovering the money and convicting the people that were involved in this. So this is one thing I am proud of the FBI
Our
for.
boy Cash is doing something.
Instead of giving interviews.
Doing something notable. All right, let's see what we got here.
During COVID, that investigation exposed sham vendors, shell companies, and large-scale money laundering. The case led to 78 indictments and 57 convictions. The FBI believes this is just the tip of a very large iceberg, end quote.
What is
Minnesota
going on in our
native
country?
and Alpha News journalist Liz Collin has been covering this scandal from day one. She joins us now. Good morning to you. All right, is this really blowing up and ballooning in your state the way that it is nationally? Because right now, all eyes on Minnesota.
All eyes.
Yeah, good morning, Guy. After this viral YouTube video, I think it's frustrating for many of us to admit here, but this has been going on for years and basically out in the open. If you saw that video in Minnesota, we have stories dating back nearly a decade now. Fake daycares, millions of dollars in cash, and carry-on luggage flying out of our airports.
I think that's the guy you was talking about.
Nick Shirley, that's his name, right?
Yeah, Nick Shirley. Yeah.
So I've been watching this guy for a long time. He puts himself in a lot of danger. He's a very brave young man who's exposing some things.
Okay.
He doesn't look like the guy that you would expect to be walking into these Antifa rallies and asking questions, to be reporting on it. I don't know if he has a crew, if he has security. I've never seen security defend him, but. JD Vance himself spoke on his exposure of all these things. So
really,
this kid's doing he's doing the investigative journalism that we haven't seen within the mainstream media in decades.
Yeah, the mainstream media doesn't do this at all.
Kudos to Nick Shirley. Keep killing it, brother. Keep killing it.
That's great. He kind of reminded me of Crowder. Steven Crowder used to do this a lot. go in and try to do undercover investigations.
Yeah. Steven Crowder. I mean,
I remember he used to dress up too. Like he used to, that was funny when he used to dress up in costumes and go undercover.
yeah, who else does that? There's a couple people that do that. But yeah, he's really good at that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just saying Nick Shirley's doing some really amazing work for the country as an
That's great.
investigative journalist, and being a young man, I've watched him grow over the last 3 or 4 years, and it's been really cool to watch his bravery.
Yeah, you got to be brave to do that.
Agree with him or not, that young man is brave.
Yeah, that's really brave to go in there and in the lion's den and try to do undercover investigations. Yeah, because they could do anything to you when you go in there.
But let's be honest, he doesn't really look like a conservative.
No,
He kind of blends in.
yeah, he does blend in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying anything negative about him. He
does
blends
blend
in
in.
well. He blends in well.
But when he started asking them the questions, they know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know.
All right.
All right.
Report by Somali men each week. The question, though, now I think with the glare of the national spotlight, will it actually stop? I wanted to highlight just a recent story we did after some investigation over at Alpha News. I think it highlights how deep this goes. But we looked into the Minneapolis Public School District and asked why it hired all of these transportation companies after we received reports of vans sitting in parking lots or having no riders in them at all when people would see them out on the road, literally no passengers ever. And we found one particular company paid millions of dollars by the school district. And here's the kicker. A new state law took effect in 2023 guaranteeing school districts 100% reimbursement for transportation costs for homeless and highly mobile students. So what do we see? We see that number
Fraud.
of homeless students
Yeah,
skyrocket.
Anytime you see
Minneapolis school
100%
district
reimbursement, you
by
find fraud.
40% the next year.
definitely.
But that's often what we're seeing is you uncover this legislation that seems to be
Everything
tied in
must
so many
be
cases
looked at
to this
with a lens.
fraud guy.
Oh,
it
all the
seems like
time.
you just
Especially
pull
with tax
100%
money being
string,
given.
Automatic
and it
fraud.
leads to
Yeah.
some giant waste
I just
or
bought 18
stealing of
buses.
taxpayer dollars.
You say you
And
just
it's
buy
all
18
across
buses.
the state through all these programs. Now, the House Majority Whip nationally for the Republican Party is Tom Emmer of Minnesota. Here's what he just had to say.
They've got a whole bunch of pending people that could be indicted. And what does Tim Walz do? He puts a post out on his Twitter that says, Happy Catter Day, with a picture of a cat.
Pause. Listen, this Tim Walz dude.
A picture of
Roughly 48% of the country voted for him to be the vice president.
Yeah, half of the country. Insane.
That's what we're up against, guys. That's what we're up against. He's a retard.
Yeah, he is. He truly is.
And I only say that because that's what people are driving by his house daily saying.
Yeah. The people in his own state don't like him.
coming forward, and if they are real, Mike, and if what they're saying can be documented, and what they're saying is they told Tim Walz, they told Keith Ellison about the fraud when it was happening, and they not only didn't do anything, they retaliated against them. Mike, if that's true, if that can be documented, these guys need to be prosecuted.
Yeah.
No one's
so
gonna
that's a
prosecute.
very explosive element to this
You don't
whole
think so?
story.
Never.
And it's kind of fascinating to see how Governor
Listen.
Walz.
He say, listen.
Let's pause it
Well, they
again.
do have 57 convictions.
57 lowlifes.
Low life.
You don't got no politicians. You don't have any. You have no politicians in there. You have nobody of high regard.
Yeah.
There's no names that you're gonna recognize.
Yeah, it's not.
We have 57 arrests of lowlifes who were put in a position to funnel money
Probably
to
four of the
people.
politicians.
for maybe politicians, maybe private enterprise, whatever
Yeah.
the case. You have all these 57 people are going to be the fucking hangmen
Yeah, they
for this
hang, yeah.
whole thing. They're going to be the hangmen for it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But at least we're getting
But at least we're getting somewhere,
we're
you
getting
know.
something.
You know. At
is
least we're getting
responding
something.
to all of it. He sort of says over here, "Oh, we're taking it very seriously. We're all over it," which they clearly haven't been for years. But
You're
don't
all over
worry,
dudes,
we got
that's
this.
it.
Also, it's not as bad as you think. Also, the Republicans are only doing this for political reasons. Also, this might be racist. It's
Of
kind
course
of
it's
all over the
political.
place, isn't it?
You're spending our political
Absolutely,
money.
there is just mounting frustration, though, I can tell you, just among
Insane.
taxpayers in Minnesota as they're seeing more and more of this. We actually went out recently to check out a new round of sites, autism centers, adult daycares, programs rife
Autism
with
centers.
fraud. And I'll be honest, so much of this
you know
just
that's gonna piss
seems
me off.
fake. They have
Yeah, they
fake
were doing it a
Google
lot through
reviews,
autism centers.
fake stock photos on their
Where's
websites.
my
In many
help?
cases, we found phone numbers don't work on their websites. And you're right, how Governor Walz is acting seems pretty telling as well. He seems to be making some maneuvers now as he runs for re-election for a third term in Minnesota. But I can tell you there is a petition that's been going around for just the last couple of weeks. Tens of thousands of people have now signed it, demanding that he resign in the wake
Walz
of this
resign?
fraud. So clearly
He has a
story
petition going
where
around in
there is,
Minnesota demanding
more
that
to
he
come,
resign.
and again, mounting frustration, I
Mm-hmm.
think, among the taxpayers
who a
here
petition?
in Minnesota.
Yeah, I
sure
can
the government
imagine
will take
because
it
people
serious.
work hard for their money. It's being stolen.
Yeah, maybe they have a
hand
recall.
over fist by these criminals.
recall election.
And the party in charge of your state has at least turned a blind eye, if not worse, to all of it. And we
Yeah, I know, I
are
wouldn't
just
count
seeing
on
the
it,
tip
but
of the
it's
iceberg per the
hopeful thinking.
FBI.
He was a vice
Liz Collins,
presidential
thanks so much for your
candidate.
time
We can't
today.
recall him.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian
man.
Kilmeade.
I don't even know what to say.
I mean, I don't know. I just think it's truly sad that you got politicians abusing American taxpayer money for their own benefit, and it seems like just nothing ever happens to them. I don't know. It's sad to me.
I mean, cut, copy, paste, cut, copy, paste, cut, copy.
Yeah.
I mean, man, what? This is the norm.
Yeah, it is the norm.
This is the norm for our society. This is the norm for our country. Is that you, me, are getting R-worded because I can't say that on YouTube,
yeah, pretty much.
and
we are.
It's disgusting, and it's
It
our
is
children
disgusting.
that are getting R-worded, and it's our grandchildren, and it's your brother, it's your sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's truly sad, and nothing ever happens to the politicians or any other people in control of this. But hopefully, the FBI pulls it together and puts together some credible evidence that links some of these politicians to this scheme, and hopefully something's done. But
If they found
I'm not
one
gonna-
email from Walz that is incriminating, do you think anything happens? Or maybe if they find 10 emails,
10
from Walz
emails?
that are incriminating, do you think anything happens?
I think the most you would see if they found something like that, you would see him get indicted. But I think,
An indictment's not a charge.
yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. I think that in the long run, it would eventually be thrown out. But I think that's probably the most you would see, just indictment.
I mean, look
That's
at
it.
everything we've seen thrown out recently.
Yeah.
Letitia James
Thrown out.
thrown out, thrown
Yeah.
out. Oh,
Yeah, they always get everything thrown out. Unless you're a regular citizen, and then it sticks, and then you go to prison. But with them, everything gets thrown out. It's just, I don't know, it's crazy.
what else we got on this topic, Owen?
Oh, that was it. That was pretty much it for that top. I just want to show you guys what was going on with Tim Walz and why all eyes are on him, and just to keep up with and see, if he's involved in the scheme. So.
Let's tie this in with California real quick. What I know that Republicans are lambasting that there's hundreds of millions or hundreds of billions of dollars that have been California government has been letting be defrauded from them, etc. They released a big report. California state auditors' updated assessment of issues and agencies that pose a high risk to the state.
Okay.
This report was published in 2025, December. So there are already certain departments that are already considered high risk. So they're monitoring them. They're trying to see where their funding goes. They're paying a little more attention to it.
Okay.
But there's hundreds, according to all the things on Twitter X that you see, there's hundreds of billions of dollars. So I just wanted to get into the bottom of it. I want to see if Republicans are being honest about the amount of money that's coming up missing. I wanted to see if they were giving true evidence or if we were kind of getting bullshitted.
Gotcha.
So let's see. This updates the high risk of a list of agencies. The new addition is the California Department of Social Services. It was added due to a high payment error rate. So
High payment error rate.
High payment error rate. So payments that should not be given out, and they are.
Okay.
The rate is 11%.
Dang.
Over 1 in 10 of the Social Security checks sent out has an error.
Wow.
The big reason for this problem, the reason California actually cares, the reason the state auditor actually cares to take a look at this is because we have new laws that were passed in the Big Beautiful Bill Act, which I did not know about. I busted the absolute crap out of this.
Yeah, I remember that.
bill. I hate the bill. I think it could have been so much cleaner. I think it could have been so much more productive. But as as time moves on, I'm starting to see these glimpses that I didn't know myself, because I didn't have time to read through that whole thing. No,
Yeah, it was huge. That was a big bill.
no senators or congressional members even read the whole thing.
Oh no, definitely not.
So how could you expect me?
They didn't even write it. The aides wrote it.
So, with the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, it shifts the benefit and administration costs to the states that have elevated error rates, potentially costing California $2.5 billion annually unless they are fixed.
Oh, so that's why they're fixing it.
That's why they're fixing it, because they're about to lose federal money.
Okay.
So they're going to lose federal money. It goes on to, I later read, Employment Development Department has been on the list. Employment Development Department. So people who are we're trying to get employment, but we're on unemployment. They're helping us make us more employable, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Already sounds like a bunch of hoopla.
Yeah, that sounds
It's up
like
to
math.
you. It's up to me to make
Get
ourselves
employment.
employable.
Yeah, definitely.
You went to college. I went to college. We have degrees. You have personal studies, all these things. YouTube knowledge I've developed over the years for my businesses.
Right.
I've learned everywhere I
Exactly.
can to make myself employable.
Yeah, it's all up to you.
It's up to you.
Exactly.
The Employment Development Department has a 10% error rate,
10%.
costing $1.5 billion from 2023 to 2024 due to fraud, poor customer service, and high appeal overturn rates. So that's a huge one for California.
That is.
The next one is management of federal COVID-19 funds. You know, I had a production company with record label.
Yep.
He was one of the amazing artists on the record label. We were friends before that. Neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. But the management of federal 19 COVID funds, which we both know college students. We both know individuals who defrauded the government.
Oh, definitely.
I personally know someone who got a $20,000 check and gave half of it to another person.
Wow.
Because that person helped them do the paperwork. Should I turn that person in? Yes. Do I love them so I can't? No. Do I kick them in the dick every time I see them over it? Yes.
Yeah.
This program has $2 billion remaining, with $820 million already expired because of delays. So persistent delays in issuing annual comprehensive financial reports. So the fact that the state is not issuing annual comprehensive reports on that money means that they're hiding something, likely.
Right.
And so that's why the money's disappeared. Next one is the Department of Healthcare Services, Medi-Cal. Ongoing eligibility discrepancies leading to $1.9 billion in questionable payments due to low maturity scores and non-compliance among state entities. So the entities in the state itself that are administrating these things are not complying with federal law.
Wow.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Moving on to the Information Technology Project Oversight. They have delays in unproven processes. So the processes of giving out the money, of making the work happen, the processes aren't refined, aren't conclusive, don't show what's been happening. So that project is losing money. That's already on the high risk. Already on the high risk as well was the water infrastructure. California has aging dams, levees in poor condition.
Yeah, they do.
I'm not.
You remember the?
They made sure to say. They made sure to say risks from climate change.
You remember the LA fires in the beginning of the year?
They could have opened up these reservoirs.
Yeah, they had water in it.
Well, they could have filled the reservoirs before. They had the water available. They chose not to fill the reservoirs
Because of climate change.
Because of climate change, which conveniently enough, the California state auditor added into the publication was climate change was one of the reasons.
That's so crazy. So you're gonna put human lives at risk just because of climate change. That's so crazy.
So I looked at the dam chart for California. You know, there's green for successful dams operating good, yellow for dams that probably need some work, and red for dams that are at high risk. There were, I believe, don't quote me, it was either 2 or 3 high risk dams. Those dams might fail. If a dam fails, that causes mudslides, flooding. It kills people.
Yeah, it does.
It kills people.
It does.
Not one person, not 5 people, not 10 people.
Thousands of people.
Thousands of people will die if a dam fails.
Most definitely.
And they're mismanaging their funds to keep these dams ready. And when it comes to the dams that were in the yellow, which is potential risk, there were dozens.
That's so sad.
Dozens. Moving on, homeless accountability. Homeless accountability. How is that even something you're funding? How do you hold a homeless person accountable? They don't even hold themselves accountable.
Homeless. What is that about? Homeless accountability.
I can't tell you what all the money is supposedly being spent on, but what I can tell you is reviewed progress on new law requiring data collection and reporting. So with the big beautiful bill, they are now required to review their progress.
Okay, that's
and
good.
Provide the data that they've collected, and they're not doing it.
Now, one thing about the homeless, you know, how California has one of like the largest homeless populations in the country.
Absolutely.
You know, a big reason why they do.
Why?
So I found out some years ago that they give a pretty good amount of checks to the homeless and within their state. So a lot of times, homeless in other states across America, they actually travel all the way to California just to be homeless in California to get that check. So that's why they have such a big homeless population, not just because they are a failed state, but because they have a lot of homeless that travel in just to get the check.
We have a similar problem here in Tallahassee.
Really?
At the Kearney Center. It's considered one of the nicest homeless shelters in the United States of America. It's nationwide renowned by the homeless. I've been told this because I worked there doing some, trying to help out with the homeless. Mm-hmm. And I helped them try to find jobs and things when I was there. I cooked for them, etc. Neither here nor there, but it's one of the nicest ones in the country. They allow you to stay for, I think it's 30 days. You can apply, get another 30 days. Then you can have 30 off and you're right back in for another 60 days.
Oh,
so
wow.
you can almost live here 3/4 of the year.
Dang.
And I was told by the homeless people, they traveled from Minnesota, they traveled
Yeah.
from California, they traveled from Arizona, they traveled from Texas. I even met a guy who traveled from Alaska who was homeless because he heard about the homeless shelter and wanted to come here to take advantage of what was being provided.
That's so sad.
So when it comes to that, they also had slow implementation, but it is too early to add as a high risk.
Too early.
Too early. I guess my overall conclusion was we have 1 added, 7 continued to stay, none were removed from their high risk numbers. So we're seeing this fraud not only in Minnesota, but we're seeing it everywhere.
But the funny part about it, what do they all have in common? They're not red, they're blue.
Well, yeah, the same thing you have in common when it comes to voting fraud.
Yeah.
90% of it occurs in blue states.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy. It's sad.
It is what we all know it to be.
Yeah, it is what we know it to be. It is. Wow, that's an interesting story. Yeah, it does really mirror Minnesota's story.
Really does.
A lot.
Ties it in. They're all one and the same. And imagine this: one was the presidential candidate, and one was the vice presidential candidate, and they're having the same issues.
The same issue. And then
Ding, ding, ding.
and
They
people
could be
wanted them
nationwide, ladies and gentlemen. They could be nationwide.
That's what I was saying. And people wanted that for a president and a vice president.
Imagine the fraud that would be occurring.
Yeah, on a nationwide scale.
That's not $9 billion. That's $900 billion when you go nationwide.
Yeah, 900 billion, trillion. I mean, it would have been crazy.
Exponentially increases.
Gosh. Well, thank goodness that didn't happen.
All right.
Woo.
Well, let's see.
Man.
Let's move on.
Okay. I want to go over this interview with Tucker Carlson. It's a really funny video because he explains the scenario when he got fired from Fox, but it's kind of like, it has like a funny touch to it though. So it's not like a serious firing, but it's kind of like a funny touch to it. You'll see.
Yeah.
Let's show I want to show this video to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's roll it.
All right, let's roll it.
My career is changing after 14 years. What was her initial reaction, and did her reaction surprise you?
You mean when I got fired?
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing.
So she was like, finally, she was relieved.
I said I got a call from Suzanne Scott. I almost couldn't remember her name. I mean her no ill will. Who was the president, I guess still is the president of Fox. I never really had much of a relationship with her. Odd person, but always nice to me. And I said, Suzanne Scott just called me and they canceled my show. And my wife was with our dogs. And she goes, what? Why? And I said, I don't know. They wouldn't tell me. And she goes, thank God.
No way.
First thing she said, thank God.
Why'd you say that, you think?
She thought they were really anti-Christian.
Oh,
Fox.
really?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know
It just
that.
makes them uncomfortable. They're not comfortable with that at all. If you said on Fox, which I don't think I ever did, I probably should have, but like, hey, how are the Christians of the West Bank doing? Like, how's Bethlehem doing, where Jesus was born? The church and the Nativity. It's got to be
That's not the most sacred site in Christendom. I'm not sure what is. Jesus was born in Bethlehem. It's the Church of the Nativity.
Well, we
Let's
know
call
that
the rector of the Church
Christians
of the
in
Nativity
Bethlehem
and
are
ask him what
being
he thinks was
persecuted.
Israeli occupation.
Yeah, I think I've heard
Just as
about
a Christian,
that.
I think it's totally fair. Whoa. I mean, you'd be out of there.
Really?
Wow.
Of course. I mean, you're not allowed to say, are you joking? No.
So when we saw that viral photo of you guys like laughing on the golf cart or whatever, you guys were driving to dinner. I mean, it looked like pure joy, and it was pure joy because you both felt like a weight was off your
when I
shoulders.
got canned?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. That was actually very funny. My wife's a very sweet person, mother of 4, always 4 dogs, former religion teacher, totally non-political, not a news consumer, and just a nice person, loved by everybody, I think. But we were coming back to the house, and there are
I
all
got
these
one of
back where
those
the
at
trash
home.
cans are, like side gate.
You got one of those?
There are all these like reporters and guy with a
Yes, sir.
camera, and the guy with the camera was from the Daily Mail, and he goes, I was trying to be nice, but what are you doing in my house? You know,
Yeah.
I don't like that. So, but anyway, I was trying to be nice because I'm on camera. Your show just got canceled. What do you have to say to Fox News? And I was like, haven't talked to Fox about it. I got to figure out about my contract, and I don't really have anything to say. And my wife goes, I've got something to say. And we try to keep that to a minimum. She's the kind of person who never lies. And I was like, oh. And the guy goes, what do you have to say? And she goes, Fox News. I was like, oh.
And were you never more in love with her than in that moment?
No, I was
That was
like,
solid,
Susan,
that
you
was.
can't say that.
I've been saying that for a decade.
We've got all these kids
I've been
and
saying that for
family
a
and stuff.
decade.
You can't talk like that. And she goes, well,
Well, yeah, so I wanted you guys to see that part because that was hilarious when he said that.
You go on X and Facebook or whatever, you look at the comments of these posts, and people,
Yeah.
Fox News, and they spell it FAUX, and and then they don't realize that that's not how you pronounce it. But anyway, neither here nor there. I've been seeing this for years. I'm like, why do you think we are so attached to Fox News? The true conservative movement does not give a shit about Fox News.
No, we don't really care about Fox News. I mean,
It's a different arm of the same animal.
I would say probably the more older generation cares about Fox News more. Maybe that 50+ age range.
Yeah, when you start getting old and your eyes start closing and you can't see anything correctly anymore. Yeah, about that age range.
Yeah,
no offense to our older listeners. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You as you age, you're set in your ways a little bit. I myself have ways that I'm set in.
Exactly. And they used to legacy media. It's something they see on TV, not something that they have to pull up on social media or something like that.
I used to love Fox News.
Yeah. Oh, you still love it?
I used to love it until I learned that it's not news.
No.
It's controlled opposition.
It's definitely controlled.
They're all the owners of all the media companies are friends, buddies, support each other, pay for each other's shit. I'm really cussing a lot tonight. Sorry, guys. I'm heated. It's also almost a new year. I got
a new year, a new you.
I got a drink in me. I'm ready to go tonight. I'm ready to go.
Now, one point I wanted to bring up is how legacy media is starting to lose to independent podcasters, because whether they like it or not, Tucker Carlson blew up way more when he left Fox News. So it was kind of a good move that Fox News fired Tucker Carlson, because that allowed him to blossom into something even bigger. You know what I mean?
It may be the best thing that ever happened to his career.
Yeah, the best thing that ever happened to his career.
He has freedom now to do and say what he likes, because a lot of the things he's saying now would not fly with people with certain last names owning media companies.
Exactly. It wouldn't fly with them, and those are the people that own Fox News, has shareholder stock in Fox News, and they wouldn't allow that to fly.
And I'm sure
not at all.
We have different algorithms on what we see.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of my Zionist friends, a lot of the people who I know who support Israel, they really don't like Qatar Carlson. I'm not trying to make fun of you guys. I'm just saying
Well, I don't think he's bought out by Qatar.
He's bought by somebody.
You think he's bought by somebody?
And if he's not, he's a grifter.
A grifter?
He makes really good points a lot of the time. And then other times, I'm like, why did he say that he was buying a house in Dohan?
In Dohan?
Like,
maybe he likes Dohan.
yeah, we all like the sand. We live in Florida. We got beaches full of it.
So since you say he's bought out, do you have a guess of who you think that he's bought out by? Or
I don't know, because I know. I don't know enough about it to say definitively one way or the other. I'm
Okay.
just speculating. But of all these people that are getting called out right now, I guess who are the top 3 people that are getting called out right now? Tucker, Candace, and Nick.
Yeah.
And when you look at the 3,
Well, they say Nick's what, an FBI agent or what did it say?
that's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. That's crazy.
I don't believe that either. I mean,
But I think when it comes to motivations of people, we can look at Candace. Her motivations are very clear. Candace's motivations are clicks and money, and it's at no cost to anything. How did she get her start? She sued her high school because kids were calling her the N-word, so she sued her high school and won money.
I remember that story.
Moving forward, she
yeah.
later sued someone else, I don't remember who it was, for calling her the N-word. She was very liberal at first.
Yeah, I remember she said that.
So she is clearly motivated by the money and the fame or the clicks or whatever it is. It's a self-indulgence for sure.
Yeah.
Nick, I think he is motivated by truth.
But I think Candace, as I analyze Candace more, I think she has a certain tactic that she uses. Because you got to think, Candace's audience is probably, I would say, 85% female audience.
Absolutely.
And then she also has a lot of older women, probably, I would say, between the ages of 50.
It's a soap opera.
50 and up. So I think what Candace does is she knows that what attracts the most women is a soap opera and drama.
Absolutely.
So she dials up the soap opera and drama to draw the women in, but every now and then she will drop a gem to kind of enlighten them a little bit. So I think her tactic is to start drama, draw the women in, and then drop gems here and there.
I've been saying this for months. She is a soap opera for women, and the men that watch her have low reading comprehension.
You said low reading?
That's it. That's it. She's not even that intelligent. She's well spoken,
Very well spoken.
and she knows how to hook you.
Yeah, she knows how to dial up the drama. She knows how to hook you, how to bring your attention in.
So does the local fisherman 30 minutes away. At
So the
Mark's. He also know how to hook you.
But don't you think she drops gems every now and then?
Yeah, but I also think if you have a magazine with 50 bullets in it and you shoot it at a target 50 times, you're bound to hit it once.
But
Bravo, girl. Bravo. As for Nick, I think he's motivated by truth.
By truth?
But I think
I think so.
I think his big problem is he's young, and
Yeah, he's pretty young.
does not quite know. I'm not even going to say how to present it. I don't even care about the way he presents things. He's young and he doesn't quite have full control of himself yet. He has a little bit of growing to do personally, and that doesn't mean knocking him. At his age, I had far more growing to do than he did,
Yeah,
And I
he's
don't
definitely
even-
on his way.
and I don't claim to be above him.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, he's definitely on his way though.
I think he's finding his way,
Yeah, he's finding his way.
and there's always going to be things to complain about people, especially him, because of the way he presents
always.
things.
Always.
But I think as he ages, he has some true potential. I do believe he has true potential to make change because he is seeking truth ultimately. But I think he might get a little hyper fixated on certain things, might get a little tied into things. And that's, young naivety at times. And that's not to call him stupid because he's a very intelligent individual.
Oh yeah, he's very intelligent. Yeah, but at his age, he's still got a lot of more growing to do.
But of the three, the one that I can't quite put a thumb on
It's Tucker Carlson.
is Tucker. Something.
You really think something off it?
Something. I don't know. And I don't mean to just quote these right guys who are like, his dad was in the CIA. But it's worth noting.
I mean, yeah, it is worth noting.
Do you think his dad raised a young man with anything other than CIA tactics?
I wouldn't think so.
I mean, he definitely implemented them.
Yeah, he definitely probably would have implemented in him.
I don't know what's up with Tucker. I can't figure it out. There's something wrong, and I can't put my finger on it quite yet.
You can't put your finger on it.
And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the one that's wrong.
I mean, I think for now, I've seen mostly positive things come from Tucker.
He does great work.
Yeah, he does really great work. He advocates for a lot of good things. So I don't know. I
can't quite figure him out.
You can't
quite figure out the old Tucker Carlson or whatever they're calling him. It's kind of silly. I don't think he's bought and paid for by Qataris.
No, not at all.
But
No.
I don't know that he doesn't have a personal agenda.
Well, I think we all have personal agendas.
Hold up, we're sitting here with personal.
Yeah, we all have personal.
So I guess I just don't know. Something's off.
Something's off.
Something's off. I just don't know what it is.
Wow. But
And it could be me that's off.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out as time goes on. We'll find out as time goes on.
I hope.
Because usually, whatever in the shadows, it comes to light eventually. So if it is something there, over time, we probably will find out.
Yeah, he'll expose himself eventually.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Yeah, if that's the case.
Or he'll expose me as not knowing what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll be happy to know the truth.
The truth, yeah. But I want to get more into the legacy media losing to independent podcasters. I have some research that I pulled up for you guys. So let's get into this. It says the reach gap, Rogan versus CNN. The most stark comparison remains between the top of the podcast charts and the top of the cable news charts. So check this out. The Joe Rogan Experience reaches an average of 11 to 15 million listeners per episode.
Wow.
As of early 2025, his Spotify YouTube footprint includes over 20 million subscribers and billions of views. Now let's see the comparison. CNN, by contrast, a flagship show like Anderson Cooper 360 or even the top rated shows on Fox News often struggle to maintain an average of 2 to 3 million viewers during prime time.
They've lost their hold.
That's crazy. The Lester Holt benchmark, even NBC's nightly news, which has traditionally been the gold standard for reach with around 8 million viewers, is now regularly outpaced by a single independent podcast episode. So as you can see, guys, it's not even close anymore when it comes to the numbers that legacy media puts up compared to independent podcasters. So Tucker Carlson was pretty much given a blessing when Fox News fired him. You know what I mean?
They really shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
I don't know if they care though.
You don't think they care?
I mean, I'm sure they're upset about their decision. They're not upset about their decision. I'm sure they're upset that he's doing successful without them.
Yeah.
But they have an agenda, and I'm not sure that they're concerned because his agenda doesn't match theirs.
Doesn't match theirs.
Yeah. So I can't imagine they're upset that he's gone. Because look
I can
what he's putting out now.
They're probably not upset, but I think it's a grave mistake because I think about 10 to 15 years from now, it probably won't be much of legacy media left, in my opinion.
If we're lucky.
You think if we're lucky?
Our parents will be the last people holding on to it.
But if they're at 2...
Our generation, it will be the first done with it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But if they're at 2 to 3 million right now, and that's prime time.
That's nothing.
10 to 15 years from now, they're going to be under 1 million.
For sure.
So it's crazy. It's not looking good for them.
They better import some more people to watch it.
Yeah. That or I know they're not going to switch up their views, but that's about the only thing that can bring it back is switching up their views and being more honest and, fruitful with people. But I know they're not going to do that.
Not the goal.
But yeah, that's not the goal.
It's not the goal.
And that's the reason why they're losing, because they're not being honest with people. So it's kind of showing in their numbers now.
A couple ways that you can really stand out in how you learn and how you process political information. Number one, no legacy media. And if you do use it, you should use it as a springboard for your own research. Use it as, you look at their article, you digest it, and then you really start to dig.
Yeah.
And if you don't have time to do all this digging, there's really no sense in even going there. Like I go there sometimes because it gives me ideas on what things to think about, things to digest, and then go dissect them myself. But if you don't have time to do this, if you're not that excited about politics, that into it,
it doesn't make sense to look at it.
No, you shouldn't even be looking at it.
Another good reason to look at it too sometimes is like from your perspective is to kind of see what you're up against too.
That is true.
What is the other side thinking? So how to challenge their thoughts.
Know your enemy.
Yeah, to know your enemy.
You must know your enemy. Yeah.
Right. So if you're ever in a debate, ever in a challenge with the other side, you'll know exactly where to pinpoint. The debate.
And you can watch 50 different news channels on a certain topic, and they're all going to use the same punchlines because they were all given the same punchlines. From their puppet masters. So you'll know what you're going to hear.
Yeah, you'll know
the the fights that you're going to have to ensue in when you are debating someone. So that is a good point. That's a good point.
Yes. But yeah, that's it for that topic, guys. I just thought that was a funny video with Tucker Carlson on his firing from Fox News. Well, we can go on to the next topic. What you got for us next?
Oh, I guess let's dive in. You know, we're at the end of the year.
Okay.
Trump's been president for a while now.
Yes, 300. Almost 365 days.
We're approaching the mark, but I feel like it's a good time for us to actually sit down, review what the promises were made by him and the Republican Party.
Okay.
We had this wave, this red wave. We won decisively, and it was supposed to give us all the things that we wanted.
Yep.
We were told what to expect, and we've been expecting it. So I think it's time to sit down and discuss what we've seen happen, what we haven't seen happen. So I have a little list here.
So are we gonna look over and grade his administration as a whole, or just him as a president?
Let's do the administration as a whole, because we have this mandate, and the mandate doesn't happen without a Republican Congress, without a Republican Senate, without a Republican presidency. So let's just judge.
Okay, so you're gonna multiple branches. Okay.
Yeah, let's just judge the whole party as a whole, because he can't truly get these things done without their assistance.
Yeah, because he's not a dictator. So
right.
Okay. All right.
So let's start. Launch largest domestic deportation operation in history.
Largest deportation.
I guess previously the largest was my favorite president, Dwight Eisenhower.
Okay, Dwight Eisenhower.
He deported more illegal immigrants than any president ever.
Okay.
I don't know that Trump has reached those numbers. Let's actually check real quick.
Yeah, see what numbers, because I think he had a lot of self-deportations too.
Trump?
Yeah.
Yes, which I don't consider deportations.
But then he incentivized them with something, I think it was like a check or something, wasn't it?
Some people are getting checks. Some people are getting, they're leaving so they're not threatened with going to prison, etc.
So I guess that kind of indirectly is a cause from him.
Yeah, I guess. But the problem with that is when it comes to tracking those numbers,
kind of hard.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
How are you going to put a number on how many people have been
self-deported?
There's no accurate way to get about it. So here, according to history.com, Eisenhower era deported 1.3 million people. So that would put us at 325,000 people per year for Trump to match those numbers. I believe the estimates are at 360,000 deportations. So, did he succeed in launching the largest domestic deportation operation in history? Yes.
Okay.
Do you consider that mass deportation when there's 20 million illegals that were let in illegally? Do you consider that a mass deportation or just deportation?
That's a good question. It's like yes and no.
It's hard to define.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to define. It's like yes and no with it, because it is quite a bit of people, but at the same time, so many people came in until it would need to be really more to
far more than Eisenhower
to kind of balance it out. Now I know, to Trump's defense, he's not the reason why 20 million came in.
But he promised to fix the problem.
But yeah, he did promise
360,000 doesn't fix the problem.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It doesn't fix the problem of us losing everything, of funds being stolen from us, of funds being diverted away from American families, of us losing our culture, of us losing our national identity when it comes to even race. I've looked at what it's supposed to be in 2050. The white population is expected to be down to 35%. We're currently at 65.
It's 65.
The black population is currently at 13%. In 2050, it's expected to be down to 8%.
Oh, wow.
So they are erasing us.
It'd be a country of immigrants, mostly.
They're erasing us.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're erasing your culture through abortions.
Yeah, they've been doing that since Margaret Sanger.
Thank you, Margaret Sanger.
Yeah.
So that's how they're dealing with you, and how they're dealing with us is they've convinced the young white people that reproducing isn't important. Just like we touched on a previous episode about the sexualization issues with young people, with millennials, or not millennials, Gen Z. They've convinced whites that reproducing isn't the best for them. That's what we've heard. You shouldn't do it until this point. You should have this, and this figured out before. It's
It's sad. That's so sad.
They're erasing us. And honestly, I would like for it to go back to us hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
real cool. If blacks and whites could just be tight and
together
running the show again. Not that we've always been tight. Not that we've always been on the same team or the same side.
Well,
We
they
haven't-
come together for a bigger cause.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And even if we don't come together, just for it to still be us.
Yeah.
Just for us to still have the control. You guys and us to still have the control would be nice. And
It would be.
I don't think that 360,000 a year is going to make any effect on that.
Really?
Any effect on our cultural preservation.
Now the big question is, how much can he ramp up? Is the big question.
Does he need to?
How much room does he have to ramp up?
What did you expect? What did you think the first year numbers were going to look like? Personally, what were your expectations of this administration to accomplish the first year when it came to deportations? And I'm not speaking on self-deportation.
I would say double, probably like 600,000.
That was your expectation?
Yeah, like double.
Well, I guess I'm an idiot.
Oh, you
I guess I'm an idiot.
You think-
Because I was hoping for 1.5 million the first year.
Oh,
and then
1.5
they
million.
figure out how they're going to do it. And then the next year we get 3 million. And then I was hoping we saw 8 to 9 million people deported over the course of 4 years, which
8 to 9.
is a massive
That's massive.
undertaking. And
That's
I
massive.
understand that. But you see
Massive.
these videos where they got 40 ICE agents out arresting 3 people. It hardly seems like good planning.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
And you know, they're ignoring the farms and they're ignoring the restaurants and hotels. And
Oh, are they still doing that?
I don't know. I know they were talking about it. And I haven't heard of any farms having 300 people arrested. Have you?
Because I know here in Florida, I was hearing farms getting people arrested.
Was it massive numbers?
I don't know if it was massive numbers, but I know they were going to the farms here in Florida. I don't know if they still are.
You know, I feel like rather than sending 40 ICE agents to arrest 4 people, you send 400 ICE agents, surround a farm with 400 people. Or not 40 ICE agents, send 400 ICE agents, surround a farm with 400 potential illegals, get 350 deportations.
350.
You know, you have to move. The military doesn't send a crew of 40 in unless it's a secret what they're doing.
Yeah.
You send in Black Ops, you send in the SEALs, you send in the Green Berets, whatever the case. You don't send, when you want to do big work, you send in big numbers.
Yeah, true.
So-
That is true.
I guess maybe my expectations were too high.
And do you think they have the holding capacity for that number?
Who needs to hold them?
That you got?
Day one in, day one out.
You say day one in.
Day one in, day one out. Look at the paperwork. They're not here legally. Have them out in 7 days. Get the operation moving. Refine your processes. You ran for president for how many months before you became? You didn't have this figured out?
Yeah.
You didn't have the actual plan of execution, the logistical plan developed? Mm-hmm. I'm terribly sad about it.
The only reason why I brought the holding aspect is because I believe in immigration court is kind of demanded that you do hold them, I think, for a certain amount of time.
Which liberal judge demanded that?
I think you have to hold them for a certain amount of time for due process, I believe.
You don't get due process. The due process
it's not the same due process as like American citizens get, but it's a different type of immigration court due process.
So maybe it's time that Republicans in Congress and the Senate step up and refine the due process
So I think what would happen,
requirements for this.
yes, and I think what would need to happen is the immigration court systems needs to be refined, and it needs some changes done
And once
to
again,
it. to
how did
speed
you
up
not
the
make that
process.
plan?
Yeah,
How
that's
did
true.
you not plan on this? You already knew these problems existed. You were president for 4 years.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
Next promise, reinstate remain in Mexico policy. I believe that was done. In catch and release, that is 100%.
Oh, but
done.
what grade did we give that one?
Oh, the first one, launch largest domestic deportation. I'm
I guess I'll give him like a C plus B.
gonna give him an F.
He's like, yeah,
F.
oh my
An
goodness.
F. 360,000. Me and the boys can get 10,000 this
goodness.
month. Let us do our thing. We'll get them. We'll
I
get
know,
'em. We'll round them up. Give us the buses from Minnesota. Send us out. We got it. We got
That
it.
is funny. I know.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess I give it a D minus.
Is that D minus?
And that's maybe because my expectations.
Well,
were,
yeah, you had very high expectations.
I did, but he made it. He set my expectations.
Yeah, he
through his
set your
words.
he set your hopes up. Yeah, that's true.
Declare a national emergency at the southern border. Success. A. Remain in Mexico policy. I give him an A.
Oh yeah, perfect at that.
Catch and release. Well, that is 100% an A.
Yeah, he's always been good at that.
Impose universal baseline tariffs, 10 to 20%. Well, we quickly realized that the tariff policy was dependent on what country you were, what you were going to do for us, whose back you were going to pat, and how much money you were going to send to us via other business.
Yeah, I would say a C on that.
Yeah, most certainly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Declare a national energy emergency. I don't know if he did that or not. Lift natural gas export bans. I think he did do that.
I think he did at his first day in there because he's
Yes.
very big on natural oil.
Natural gas.
Oh yeah, natural gas as well. So yeah, I think he did that at first.
Expand drilling and mining. He has done that. Establish Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. Well, how did that work out? They saved us how much? Nothing.
That wouldn't work out too well.
It's worked out terribly, and it now leaves me wondering what the real reason for Doge was.
But the real reason.
You put Elon in there, and he takes control of 4 major departments in the United States. And all of the information from those departments gets added to AI for the review.
True.
Elon gets to decide who's fired and retained at the Department of Defense.
Oh wow.
And Elon is he was in PayPal with the people who are trying to push the AI revolution for drones and build the drone plant in Ohio, who are also friends with Vivek.
Oh, really?
So all these same people, it seems like quite possibly Doge could have been a way to make the funding stop going to certain people and redirect it to others. I'm not certain, but that's a possibility. But they really did not do their job. We were supposed to get, every American is going to get checks back. I didn't get a check.
No, we didn't get it.
I
Check
went
it
from
out.
every American to some military got $1,776 back.
I guess the biggest thing they did was the gutting of U.S. aid when they gutted that because they found all the fraud that U.S. aid was doing.
Yeah, but legally they still have to give the money to the departments. It's already allocated.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I guess because they probably was allocated under the Biden administration.
Correct.
So they gotta fulfill that promise.
They have to fulfill the
Okay.
promise. Now maybe they get some of the bullshit out, but I don't know. I feel like that was a F.
An F. Yeah, I would give. That's the first one I probably would give an F. Is Doge definitely
In remote work for federal employees. Did they succeed in that? I believe they did.
in remote work for federal employees? I believe he did succeed in that, but I believe a judge may have stepped in there and blocked it. I would have to do more research on that, but I remember he did implement.
He tried.
I remember he did try to implement that.
Massive deregulations. Yeah, it has happened. Give that to him. End all federal DEI. That happened.
Yeah, he did good on that.
Recognize only 2 sexes in a federal policy. That did happen.
Yeah, he did.
Ban transgender participation in women's sports. That, for the most part, has occurred.
Yeah, he did that too.
Pardon the January 6th defendants. He
Yeah,
did
that's the first thing he did when he got in office.
Extend the 2017 tax cuts. I believe he did that through the big, beautiful bill.
Yeah.
Eliminate taxes on tips and overtime. This,
you don't like that one?
Woohoo. Guess what? People who get tips don't pay taxes on their tips anyway, usually. I've known plenty of people who work at restaurants. You get a $10 cash tip. Is it going in your pocket, or are you going to tell the government that you got to give them $2.50 of it? What is the average person doing?
Yeah, the latter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
so, that's...
Now, I guess the only way it would work is because sometimes when I'm at a restaurant, instead of leaving cash, I put it on the receipt.
Absolutely.
So then I guess in that scenario, it would kind of work.
So it's probably 50-50.
Yeah.
I guess it was good intentions, but more showboating than anything.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, more showboating, a vote getter.
Yep. Dismantle government censorship. F.
Dismantle government censorship.
F. We got Larry Ellison picking up what? Paramount. What is he buying? And they're
Larry Ellison, talking about
isn't he buying a media company? Is it
Larry Ellison of Oracle?
Oracle.
He bought TikTok.
Yes, that's what it is. He bought TikTok. Well, how is that going for censorship?
Yeah.
Paramount. It's Paramount I was thinking about. Paramount just got bought by
I know Netflix is trying to acquire WB. I think they acquired Warner Brothers.
let's see here. I got
And then Paramount was trying to acquire Warner Brothers.
Yes, Larry Ellison pledged his son $40 billion to acquire for the Paramount deal. And they're calling this philanthropic work.
Oh, okay. So Larry Ellison. Okay, got you.
Well, Larry Ellison's not going to let you talk bad on TikTok or Paramount about a certain country.
That's definitely true.
So I
think other than that certain topic that you're talking about, I think every other topic though has gotten better with censorship.
Well, you know,
I remember when we couldn't talk about COVID, we couldn't talk about the election being stolen or rigged or anything. We couldn't talk about any of that.
That came down to the Supreme Court, though, which you can credit to Trump too for changing the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
That came down to the Supreme Court because if I recall correctly, they came to a conclusion that you could not be censored on political talk, which is why everyone allowed Nick Fuentes to come back. Because it was considered political talk. And then
and when did they do this?
That was in March, I believe. Right when he started making his generational run. When he was allowed back on TikTok, when he was allowed back on Rumble, when he was allowed back on YouTube, when he was allowed.
So that's what I'm saying. I think the Trump winning kind of led that charge.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if Kamala got in there, that would have never. That probably would have never.
It was a Supreme Court decision.
Yeah, but
he appointed the Supreme Court judge.
And then also, you got to think Trump brought in J.D. Vance, which has very strong connections with Silicon Valley.
Who?
J.D. Vance.
What's his name?
J.D. Vance.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
That ain't his name. It's his name now.
He said his name now. Oh, I must be. This something.
We can get into that later. This dude.
Oh.
This is his third name, brother.
Oh, his third name.
This is his third name.
I guess his third name.
He's changed his name twice.
Oh wow.
He changed his name right before becoming, right before getting heavily into politics. Actually.
Oh. No, that's interesting.
He had reasons for it, you know, bad dad, bad life, whatever. Didn't want to be associated with certain people. I understand all that, I guess. So maybe I'm just giving him a hard time over nothing.
But what I was saying is J.D. Vance has strong connections with Silicon Valley, with the tech world. So I think that was another plus with Trump. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why Trump added him in as vice president, for that connection, to have more control over that sector. So I think Trump did kind of lead the charge on a lot of the censorship problems that we were having.
I mean, even Trump himself was censored. So
yeah, even Trump himself.
He's back on everything. So
yeah, so
fair enough. Maybe
maybe
that's not enough.
Some YouTubers, they actually have reinstated two other than Nick Fuentes, even to YouTube too, after the Trump administration got in this year.
It was because of the Supreme Court.
But yeah, that's a big one right there, dude. The Supreme Court decision. I just wonder if they would have made that decision with Kamala in office, though. I just wonder.
Maybe not.
I really feel like they probably would have swayed the other way, or they would have just not took it up at all.
They might have not have taken it up at all.
Not
for fear of political retribution.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I'll give him maybe a C+ on that.
C+ on that?
C+.
Okay, fair. Next was protect religious freedoms. Well, we're not seeing people get arrested outside of abortion clinics anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So I suppose that one is good, but I guess the downside of that is we're not deporting enough people, so religious freedoms are going to be eradicated eventually anyway.
True, too.
Safeguard Second Amendment rights. I don't know that he's done anything for that.
I don't think he's done.
I mean, he's the man who passed the bump stock ban to begin with.
Yeah,
so
I don't think he's ready to guy for that.
No,
that's not his wheelhouse.
I don't think so either.
No.
Cut federal funding for schools pushing critical race theory or gender ideology.
Now, he has gutted the Department of Education a lot.
You know, he took all that money from Harvard And then he ended up giving it back to them with them promising to do whatever. I can't remember all the full circumstances, but Harvard promised to do this, that, and the other in order to make up for it. So now they have their funding back. But I think I give that a C. I would need to know a little more on that one.
That one I would give him maybe a C plus B because he's gutted the Department of Education a lot at the federal level.
That is true. That is true.
So, and that's really what controls most of the education for the nation when it comes to like their DEI policies.
You're really making me feel like a hater right now.
You say hater?
You're really making me feel like a Trump hater right now. Maybe my expectations were way too high. My father even said something to me. I was speaking to him about some politics when I was back home over Christmas break, and he made it clear. He was like, Jonathan, give them some more time. It's the first year.
Yeah, it's just the first year.
But the thing is, we're about to lose midterms decisively. There will be no third year.
Yeah, you got to do it in your first couple of years. Got to.
And maybe he's planning to really ramp all these things up leading into midterms. Because if he doesn't go balls to the wall before midterms, there won't be any more progress in year 3 and year 4 because he'll be indicted.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Over, and he'll spend all of his time dealing with that. So
yeah, definitely. But I think I would give him a C plus B in that. I would say because I really don't know what else he really could do in the educational sector, but gut the education department at the federal level. Cause I think that's about the only thing he has control over, anyways.
Him. But now, if we're speaking about the Republican Party in general, Congress and the House could get together and get laws together.
Definitely.
Where if there was any DEI whatsoever in it, there was complete funding pulled, and it could be set in law.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. That was something Congress need to do.
Why haven't they done it?
Definitely.
Because they don't do anything.
You know, our Congress don't do anything but collect the paycheck.
Ensure American space superiority. I know nothing about that.
American space superiority. He kind of did that in his first term when he created that federal space force. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the second term though, when it comes to that topic.
Remove barriers to American AI leadership. I think he's done that.
He's definitely done that.
He's done that.
Yeah.
I got to give him an A on that.
Yeah, that's a
The question is, how many barriers do you remove and how many need to be kept in place to secure our freedoms?
Yeah, true too.
So it's a fine line.
Yeah, it's a very fine line.
Not sure how I think about that, but I would give him an A on that.
Mm-hmm.
Deliver the most favored nation prescription drug pricing. So he has made that deal where our drug prescription companies must adhere to the lowest prices of any country in the world.
I've heard about that.
And I don't think it's every company yet. He's still working his way through, but I know he's gone through 1 or 2 at least. So big progress there.
And he did that a little bit in his first time too, because he put like a limit on insulin in his first term, remember?
Yes, he did.
To help people out with insulin resistance. The A on that one, probably.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Address anti-competitive behavior in this food supply chain. I think that one is I think that's an F. I don't think anything's changed there. And if it had changed, we would not see beef prices exponentially increasing year after year.
Yeah, I don't think he's done much to tackle that, no.
What is he doing to tackle that other than keep illegals here on the farms?
Yeah, that's probably about it. I guess driving down wages.
Yeah.
Other than that, he hasn't done much with that situation.
And the last promise, implement U.S.-Israel agricultural trade agreement. What kind of agriculture are they growing?
I would have to research that one more.
Yeah, let's dive into that one.
I don't know what that is.
We might take a deep dive on that one later for fun, guys. But
you might have to do a whole topic on that.
Overall, I guess, honestly, I walked into this episode expecting to really drag him to the mud.
Drag him to the mud.
And you've opened my eyes a little bit. I think on the major issues, government corruption, I think there's not enough being done. And that wasn't on the list, but that clearly was one of his promises. Drain the swamp again. He didn't speak about it as much this time, but there's no swamp that was drained last time. There's no swamp being drained this time. If anything, they drained the swamp and refilled it with their own swampy ass people.
Exactly. Yeah, I would give that a D.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a D.
The deportations. Yeah, so I guess maybe things are better than I thought they were.
I mean, overall, I say the overall grade for their entire, if you want to say Republican Party right now, I would say it's like a C plus.
Well, also realize this. How many bills have been passed this year?
How many bills?
5? 5, maybe?
Well, I know one, the big beautiful bill.
Let's see. I know it's not many. Oh, we don't care about executive orders. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right there. Okay, so as of now, he signed 55 bills into law.
55.
Only 2 of which created new policies. So he can only sign a bill into law that's given to him.
Right.
I understand that. So this is a failing of our representatives.
Yeah, it is. It is.
A massive failing of our state representatives.
Yeah.
Which maybe, just maybe that's his biggest problem still.
I think his biggest problem is people outside of him, the politicians like in the House and the Senate, the judges that are doing all these injunctions nationwide.
Judges can't do it if you pass laws.
But who has to do that? Congress, which sit on their butt all the time and don't do anything.
So maybe, maybe Trump is a little better than I think he is. Whoa. No new wars.
Well, we might have a couple of those.
In the Ukrainian war, we have new wars. We're bombing new countries. The Ukrainian war rages on to this day.
I would say
an F.
Yeah, I would say F in that category, definitely F.
All these wars that he's prevented were between, other than the India-Pakistan issue, I'd say all the other ones are micro issues.
Yeah, definitely micro
that
issues.
Truly weren't affecting the American taxpayer.
Yeah, now, I would agree.
India and Pakistan being at a full-scale war affects the entire world.
Yeah, that would affect the entire
Bravo to that one. Bravo on that one. But as for the rest, a lot of them are bullshit wars that the 99% of Americans did not even know existed. I didn't know there was a Congolese war.
The Congolese.
I don't pay that much attention to the politics and actions of the Congo. So a lot of these wars that he's ended were really just cliff notes in the story.
Yeah, cliff notes. He needs to end, the big one, the Ukraine. That's a war he needs to end, definitely. That's a big one right there.
I guess on the bright side, at least the money being paid for by the European Union.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they did strike that deal.
They did strike a deal, so I think now we sell them goods. But they're bankrupt. I don't know how we're selling it and getting the money. Is it loans? Because we'll never get it back.
Yeah, you're not going to get those loans back.
I know we had the mineral rights deal with Ukraine.
Yeah, I remember the mineral rights to get back some of the money that we gave to them.
So that was good. So colonialism, which I'm all about. I'm not going to hate on it.
You said you're not going to hate on that one.
I love me some good old American colonialism, guys. Love it. Love it. It is my favorite. All right. So I don't know. Overall, you give him a C+?
I would say overall, I give him a C+.
I give him a C-. And he had an F+ walking into this debate. So
now, if he was a dictator, I would give him an F. But since it's a lot of other people that are at play when it comes to the American government, the way the system works, that's why I give him a C+.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why.
If it was all him,
which I guess is why I give him a C- and not an F-. When I walked in expecting a D-. You've turned my mind.
I turned your mind.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you helping me out there. Appreciate it.
That's funny. That was a good topic.
Very good topic.
Shoot. All right, we can move on to the next one. I'm going to go over this really funny video of a haircut gone wrong. So let's get into this video. You're going to like this one.
All right, let's see it. We're going to have a little fun tonight, guys. It's the end of the year. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a little more forward. I don't see what you're looking at when you say forward. Because I see an angle is going right here. And that corner for corner, this right here. You talking about right here? Right there, yeah, right there. You talking about right there? Yeah. That's the little angle.
There's a black man cutting his hair and there's problems. It's going to give me trust issues because I don't let white people touch my head.
Now,
see what's going on? He's pushing it. He pushed it back too far.
Oh, that guy didn't have that big of a forehead.
Right. He gave him a big forehead.
Oh no. Oh no, gosh. Oh my goodness. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Oh no.
He gave him 2 foreheads.
Look like he done had his hair weaved too many times. This shit is drifting back. Oh no.
I'm gonna repeat this again. This is crazy, bro. I'm gonna repeat this.
Oh, he gonna take off more? I'm gonna repeat this again.
He trying to fix it, but I don't think it's gonna fix this.
The shit was already pushed back from the I matched this side to this side.
He's like, I'm worried about the front. So homeboy doesn't look like he has receding hair, to be honest. He's got a nice thick head of hair.
He's giving him receding hair.
Oh no, that's a bad haircut.
It's terrible.
Oh no. Oh, you gotta look stupid. You gotta wear a hat this month, buddy.
Now, funny part about it, he getting mad. Why are you getting mad?
Oh, he's rushing with aggression.
He mad. How you mad? You messed up in that.
No problem, bro. No problem, bro. That's great, bro. Your shit was already accepted when you came in, bro. Right.
Oh no! Let me make this bigger so everybody can see his hair on top of his head.
Not a problem. We good, Pippin.
It looks terrible.
Bro, that's the worst haircut I ever seen.
I understand that. Yeah, man, don't push back, bro. All I was just trying to fix what I already seen. Bro, check it out. You tripping right now. I'm tripping. Yeah, you tripping. I'm tripping. Just chill out, bro. Chill out. Just chill out, man. Chill out. I'm tripping. You don't see my shit right there, my nigga. Bro, your shit was up, bro. This way, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Bro, I know, bro.
Oh no, this gonna give me trust issues.
But why are you, bro? I'm like, bro, guess what? Because you your shit was up. My shit, my nigga. No, bro, I'm doing you. Bro, guess what, bro?
The kid's like, y'all shut up.
Oh man.
Kid's not having it. He's already done.
Bro, don't worry about it, bro. You go, bro. You was already, this shit was already cooked, bro. Don't worry about it, bro.
Don't worry about it. Just apologize,
Oh,
dog.
he don't worry about this.
About my shit, bro. You tripping? What you mean, bro? I gotta do about my shit, man. You want to beat me, getting mad? Yeah, cause it's my shit, my hair, man. Bro,
He looks dumb as shit. He looks like he belongs on Star Trek.
bro.
Yeah, he might do. Yeah. He ain't gonna let this go.
You finna beat me getting mad about my shit, bro.
Dude, apologize. Let this one go.
He mad. He mad.
Just apologize, dog. Let this one go. You know, you get free haircuts for a year. I'm sorry.
I know, right? It ain't over. I don't. This one ain't over.
Oh no.
It ain't over.
And that problem, first off, that haircut's a big old problem. First,
Yeah, the haircut is a big problem.
somebody push my head back like I got a receding hairline. I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I probably lose it too.
I got you. This is not.
I just can't believe.
God's good grace. You go pushing this back, and then we're gonna get upset. I'm blessed. You gonna steal my blessings from me? That's a problem.
I never can't believe that he mad. How you mad and you messed it out?
Yeah, your head's already bald, bro. Shut up. Shut up and apologize.
He trying to make him bald.
This dude's in line to get his haircut next.
He coming back.
Hey, bro. You finna do me about.
Oh, that's a problem. Get the kids out. Get the kids out.
Oh my goodness.
Get the kids out. Somebody get the kids out. And he got no trigger discipline either. He's ready to kill him.
Oh, I know he is.
Get the kids out for sure. Good job. Whoa, the kids can't sit by the window and watch. Gotta get.
Pussy whoop your pussy ass in here, nigga. By my head, nigga. You pulling up about my shit, nigga. You lucky I don't want to kiss a lot of sinners again, nigga. Sit your pussy ass down. Sit your pussy in here, man.
Oh, goodness.
All right, this is just going really terribly wrong.
You didn't know it was gonna go like this.
Oh no, this is really terribly wrong.
I'll kill your pussy ass. What, nigga? I'll kill your pussy ass, nigga. Nigga, I didn't even think, nigga, I'd come in here and kill your bitch ass. I didn't even think somebody come kill your bitch ass. You lucky I don't want to go back to prison, nigga.
He already been in prison. So now you know why he came back with the gun.
Oh, man.
He used to this.
Yeah, this is the life he lives.
He used to this.
But also the lack of accountability from the other dude. The lack of accountability from the other dude. Like you messed homie's head all the way up.
Yeah, he messed it all up. Now did the guy overreact by bringing the gun in the
Could
bar?
have been prevented with an apology.
But no, he could have apologized to him.
He could have held himself accountable.
But no, he got mad that he gave him a bad haircut. How you gonna get mad and you gave him the bad haircut?
This video pulls all the black community's biggest problems, puts them into one.
Put him into
video.
one
Homie's
box.
not accountable. Homie's ready to pull guns. Homie's ready to kill him. Like, oh man.
Oh my god! Yeah,
all the biggest problems in one video.
Yeah, in one video. We gotta do better. I tell you.
Oh no, that ain't good.
No, that wasn't good because if the guy would just apologize, it wouldn't have escalated that far. But he just had too much pride to just apologize for messing the man's head up, and the guy came back with a gun ready to kill him.
You ready to move to the hood?
Yeah, not at all.
I've lived in the hood, and guess what? 2 of the houses in the hood that I lived in got shot up.
Dang.
Or shot by accident, or not shot. They weren't trying to kill me, but they remember the Halloween party I had that year.
Yeah, I remember
the hood party up the street. The cops shut it down. And some dude came by and shot like 8 bullets at our house while we had people out in the front yard partying. Hit the truck, hit the house.
Oh my goodness.
Probably 5 years before that, I was living in the worst area of Tallahassee, super hood. And my neighbor was selling pills or something. I guess, I don't know, whatever he was selling. Pills, some kind of, they were dope, whatever it was like downer stuff.
Yeah.
And one night, me and my roommate Tom were hanging out, and we hear wah, 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 going by our house, and one of the bullets hit the brick in the side of our house. I guess they thought that our house was his, or mistaken identity, whatever. Yeah, I'll never live in the hood again.
No, bad experience.
I'll do anything I've got to do to not live in the hood.
2, 3, 4 jobs.
Yeah, as many as it takes. I'll work McDonald's and Burger King
at the same time.
At the same time. Oh man, that's a wild video.
No, that was a funny video.
How would you react?
Man. I mean, I wouldn't have put a gun on him, but I would want an apology. I would have been upset.
And if he didn't apologize,
I'm the type of person I probably would have just let it go. Because
you kept the hat on the
next 30 days. The hat on. I mean, because you pull a gun on somebody, you shoot them. That's your hair grow back quicker than the amount of time you're gonna do in prison.
Well, also you don't pull a gun on somebody unless you're gonna kill him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You don't do that. If I would have been 22, 23, I was a little wild. I might have fist fought the dude.
Yeah, but that's about as most.
But now at 39, I'd be like, shit. I guess I'm stuck looking stupid and wearing a hat for the next month or two.
Yeah, some stuff you just gotta let it go.
I guess I'm razoring my whole head at that point.
Yeah, raising the whole head off.
Yeah, we start.
Just start from the beginning.
Starting off fresh because we ain't going to prison.
Yeah, that's not worth going to prison.
That's nuts. That's nuts. Oh man.
Oh man. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a good one. I just wanted to make you guys laugh.
That was some good fun.
Oh man. But what you got next for us?
Let's see. Let's stick to some fun.
Oh man.
I don't know if you've seen this clavicular
yeah, he's like a fitness guy.
Streamer. Yeah. He ran someone over.
Wow, random slap over.
Yeah, so he ran somebody over with his Tesla truck. I found a video that kind of compiles all of the.
Talking about one of them Cybertrucks?
Yeah, with his Tesla Cybertruck. I compiled a video, or found a video that had compiled all of the different circumstances leading up to it. So I know a lot of people have seen him run somebody over. They probably don't know the background of the story. So I just figured I'd show the whole thing leading up to it because it's
some more context.
It's as wild as the video you show. Well, almost as wild as the video you show.
Okay.
So let's pull this up here.
Okay.
So homie is different cup. That's clavicular. This is the podcaster. This other.
Yeah, that's Neon.
They call him a podcast sniper. This dude on the right.
Oh, right here.
And they chase podcasters around and try to get clout of their own by doing stupid shit.
Release the cookie file. That's all you want to know. Release it. Tell them about the N-word.
So here's the same guy again, harassing him in the streets.
Okay, I can see.
Why do you think calling black people the nigger is bad?
You can't say.
How you feel about that? You can't say that, bro. You can't call us niggers. We work hard for our people. We work hard for our moms. Don't call us our niggas. Don't fucking touch me.
So pretty much they antagonize him.
Yeah, they're antagonizing me everywhere he goes, and he's, I'm not gonna come here and fight for this particular character for sure, but the dude in the Cybertruck, the other dude clearly is following him and harassing him.
I see.
Yeah, I know the best course of action, but I want to kill each and every one of these guys.
Oh man.
No, I want to.
Said he wants to kill them all.
That was the big boy said.
No, that's what Claviculus.
Oh, that was the Calibrius said.
Stalker returns. Oh, this is the fun. This is where the fun really begins.
Did he get up on the hood of his car?
Yeah.
Well, he just don't drive. Yeah.
Homie just watched that. He's like, whoa,
Hey.
don't run into me.
Whoa, why would you get on the hood of somebody's car?
Especially after you've been chasing him around, stalking him.
Right, exactly.
Is he
That's
dead?
stupid.
Hopefully.
No, cheeser.
You hit that gas? You recorded the whole thing?
Yep.
So once you hit that gas, you hit that other car. You couldn't see nothing because he's on top.
Yeah,
of
exactly. I can't see shit.
That's when you don't take
Well,
off.
well, that's why.
You got police here
Well,
already.
when you're afraid. Well, I don't know what's going
I know
on.
how you feeling, but
Yeah.
So these other dudes are holding him down.
Yeah, I can see they holding him down.
No, you don't
because
know.
they
There's
probably saw
arms-
what's
There's
been going
armed
on the
people
whole night.
surrounding my
And he
car.
goes on to say that
Yeah,
people
and they're
surrounded his
armed.
car and
They all have
he
pistols.
thought he
And look
saw
at-
they had
they
prints
all-
on them, they had guns on them.
Oh man,
But,
come on, bro. He the good guy.
He is.
The motherfucker on the ground, the bad guy. He did what he was supposed to do. His motherfucking
Okay.
Okay, all right.
That's good he had witnesses.
brother say.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Yeah, he got lucky on that.
And it probably depends on what state he's in, what happens to him.
Yeah.
And you know what the trick is? I don't know him, right?
So I thought originally that the video was fake.
Joker saying, "Hey, bro,
Him
put
running
me on the
over.
blog."
I thought
that's
it was
real.
real.
Coming out.
real right
After
there.
seeing all the build-up of the circumstances, I now realize it's real.
Man.
was transpired, but you can tell
That
it
was
wasn't
wild.
Let's see
tonight.
what else we got here. Anyway,
Glass.
so
Yo. Hey.
he calls Aiden Ross, tries to get a lawyer. So he was afraid he was going to get in some trouble and stuff. So it was pretty wild. But we're in Florida, bro. And Florida, that flies.
Yeah, you can run somebody over in Florida.
Yeah,
Even with jaywalking, you can run somebody over.
absolutely.
I mean, one of my family members was a cop for 20 years, and he told me that. He was like, yeah, if somebody jaywalking, you can run them over in Florida. I did not know that.
Welcome to the free state of Florida.
Where you get run over.
No protesters in our roads. Think you run to Santa Claus.
Yeah, protesting. You can't block protesting here.
So
No.
yeah, that's freaking wild. But so I thought it was fake at first. After doing the research, I guess it's real.
Yeah, that's 100% real.
But leading on to this,
100%.
I was watching a little bit of Nick Fuentes, and he had did a little bit of talked about it and talked about how great he was, which is going to lead us into a little bit of another topic. So let me just play you guys this little short clip here from Fuentes.
And then Clavicular shows up, truly Faustian, using science, using reason. He's on the cusp and the cutting edge of technology, peptides, experimental drugs to enhance
Peptides.
himself. It's scientific. He's injecting himself with experimental drugs, hormones to become stronger, smarter, more aesthetic. Surgeries and peptides, injections and hormones.
So
They've been doing that since the dinosaur age.
listen, Nick's trying to give him all the credit for making this a new revolution.
Oh, that's been going on.
Well, let me tell you this, guys. If there's something you might know about John Dean, it's he's been doing peptides and other performance enhancing substances for quite a while. He's no leader paving the way in this. If anything, honestly, he's not smart enough to do it right. I'm not saying he's completely unintelligent, but after watching some videos of him, he's not the smartest dude in the room. Not in a lot of rooms.
Okay.
So Nick goes on to say that he's like paving the way for, all this, what do they call it?
He said paving the way for something.
Like people to look better. Looks maxing. He's
looks maxing.
the originator of looks maxing. He's
looks maxing.
showing people how to use peptides. Blah, blah. We've been using
They've been doing that
peptides.
forever.
Well, not we.
Well, now we.
This dude's just a freak. and I've got settler jeans.
Settler jeans.
So I had to do what I had to do to become a bodybuilder back in the day. And I did what I had to do. And let me tell you this, I've been helping people with peptides, supplementation, describing them the actual true science of it for years. You know, I've never recommended people take anything without
There's a science to it.
Right, without giving them the full science of it and really diving deep. So
yeah,
I just thought it was funny that he's getting all this credit all across the internet as being some new age coming up with a new way of taking things and doing things to make yourself better. But I'm the OG of this. I've been doing this for 10 years, 12 years.
Yeah, I've been around for a long time.
How long have I been doing peptides and maybe dabbling in some other performance enhancing or all of the other performance enhancing substances when I was bodybuilding? Did them all. As far as the performance enhancing when it comes to your brain function, you know, the mushrooms, been doing that. All the mushroom concoctions. You know, I used to drink the mushroom teas every night.
Oh, really? Mushroom
before I would
tea?
do the work for Ghost Pro when we were running that. You know, have a long day at work, got to come in and do some really high intensity paperwork or deal making in the music industry. Drink some mushroom tea, expand your mind, get your synapses rolling. But I just want to say, the kid, bravo for running over a shithead, but you're not at the cusp of new age.
No, he's
medicine.
not the innovator of that.
No, you're no innovator. We've been doing this since we've been doing this. This looks maxing. You're not the first to it. You see this? You see this?
Oh yeah, I do.
You see this? This is 39 years old, guys. You're blessed to be black.
Oh.
You're blessed to be black. You got these great genetics. I'm over here with settler jeans. I'd be looking like the Mona Lisa if I didn't know what I was doing. But I got it all figured out. So when it comes to look maxing, I want to dive in. You know, young men, you need to be taking care of yourselves.
Definitely.
I'm not saying peptides are the way to go. I'm not saying steroids.
Yeah, that's definitely, you don't have to encourage that to be a way to go, but you got to take care of yourself.
You got to take care of yourself. There are safe ways to do these things, but you don't discover the safe way without reading dozens of medical papers, without getting blood testing done on yourself regularly. So if these are things that you're considering doing for yourself, just know that you need to do it with a doctor. You need to consult a doctor, get your blood work done before, during, after, consistently. You need to have all of the research done before you start, and not just about the research of what you're going to take and how it may affect you, but the research about how you're going to make your body get back into normal rhythm after you're done.
After you're done.
So, you know, you take testosterone and you come off. What happens when you come off? Your testicles are no longer functioning. They're no longer producing their own testosterone. Because
you're low on sperm too, right?
Right. None of that. So there are supplements that you can take to bounce back from that.
Okay.
So everything that you do to looks max needs to be done with the utmost respect for the science.
Yeah, it does.
And that is to prevent yourself. I've done the wildest things, guys. I really have. I was a bodybuilder for years. I've won tons of shows. I was really good at what I did. I was really in depth with science. But if you're going to do these things, you really need to be smart about it.
Yeah, you have to be smart about it.
But the easy ways for young men to looks max. You know, you want to be appealing to the other sex. You want to have more opportunity because better looking people do get more opportunity.
Oh, yeah, true.
They get talked to differently. They get
even more opportunity in business.
Absolutely. And I've seen that, not to gloss myself, but I've seen that over the years. I get more opportunity than Billy Bob with busted up teeth.
Yeah.
So when it comes to looks maxing, I guess some ways that you guys can handle this as young men, and handle it safely, responsibly, without necessarily taking any of these supplements. I guess you could start by, I'd say the number one thing to do is find out what haircut fits your fucking weird head.
That's true.
We all got funny shaped heads. There's always something with your head. Find out what beard, what haircut, figure out how to make yourself look good with that. That's a great starting point.
That's a great starting point. Yeah, your hair makes you.
Hair makes you.
Yeah, your hair makes you.
It really changes your look. So as a young man, you need to be figuring out what the best.
And if you're bald, you just grow out a nice groomed beard, you know?
Yeah, there's ways to get around this.
Yeah.
Looks maxing, I'd say one thing that I've gotten compliments on my entire adult life, or not entire adult life, but once I started doing this new looks maxing craze that we've been doing since that term was ever invented. Your eyebrows.
Oh, yeah, you do your eyebrows, don't you?
Absolutely. If I didn't do my eyebrows, I would have an eyebrow. Like, It is what it is.
One of them unibrows that grow across the
Oh, yeah. It might go from my ear to my ear. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. But that's an easy one for you young men to do. Another one, your clothes.
Yeah, clothing. Yeah, that's a big one.
You got to know how to buy clothes that fit you. You got to know what looks good.
But one thing about clothes is clothes always fit better. They can be $1.99, $2, but it's gonna look better if you keep your body in shape. That's a bigger point. Important thing about
you got to
clothes.
be in the gym, guys.
Yeah.
You got to be in the gym. You need to be eating healthy. That keeps your skin clear, keeps your skin healthy, helps put on the muscle mass.
Yeah.
Which also you need to have muscle, because if you're out here trying to attract females, you're not going to attract them if you look like a noodle.
A noodle.
You're just not. What do you got? What do you think for looks maxing? What are some things a young man can do?
I think you cover everything pretty much that young men need to do. Because they need to go in the gym. They need to make sure their appearance is good with the clothes they put on. But like I said, it doesn't have to be expensive clothes.
No, absolutely
as
not.
long as your body is in good shape, any type of clothes will look good on you.
I mean, life hack, guys. Like, you want designer clothes and you can't afford them, go to Marshalls.
Yeah,
I don't know how
Marshalls
your
is good.
Marshalls is, but ours is great. I've got $900 coats at Marshalls.
Yeah.
For $85 before.
Marshalls has great clothes.
So just know what
Name
you're
brand.
looking for. I guess another thing, the food, the diet, the working out. But, why not even take it a step further? Looks maxing is great, but knowing how to speak to people. If you're doing this you need to know how to speak to people. You need to be well-read.
Definitely well-read. Yes, true.
You need to be able to express yourself well and in a calculated manner, knowing what responses you might get.
And really, when it comes to women, that might be even more of an advantage than looks maxing, because like the old saying, men are attracted by what they see and women are attracted by what they hear.
Yeah, but you don't catch a fish with an ugly lure.
Well, not an ugly lure, but I've seen some ugly men with nice looking women. I have.
And they probably had something going on mentally that was just above who they're competing against. So
yeah,
there's a lot of ways you guys can do this. You don't need to be getting on supplements. You don't need to be getting on steroids. You don't need to be taking peptides. And if that is something you decide to do, put in hundreds of hours of research. You get one body. You get one body.
You have to take care of it.
You mess up those testicles now, they're never going to function properly again. Never. So I guess, as much as it is looks maxing, you need to be making it a full package.
Yeah, definitely.
And be an intellect. Be an intellect. Be a social specimen.
Yeah, and I think maybe women can get away with it, but with men, we have to have, we have multiple buckets that we need to fill. And I think with men, we got to have a little bit in each bucket. We have to have the looks,
the career,
but then we can't have the looks without the career. So we need the career and the looks. We also need the ability to talk and be charming, so we need a little bit of everything.
It's not about your new Corvette,
right?
If you got a new Honda Civic, you can pull the same girl as a guy with a new Corvette pulls, but the other bucket's got to be more full.
Yeah, that's true. We got to be even and evenly distributed in multiple areas as men.
And also play to your strengths.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're a highly intelligent man, play to your strengths. I'm not saying that being highly intelligent means you can skip the gym and skip taking care of your body, but obviously you're going to have certain limits to what you can achieve physically.
Yeah.
So, play to your strengths. Get that done, achieve what you can, and then work on the other stuff. Or
work on
at the same time. Never stop working on it all. But this whole looks maxing craze is a little stupid, because you're not going to attract the women you want with just your looks.
Not at all. No.
And if you follow a lot of these young men who are paving the way and looks maxing, you could potentially really affect your longevity, your health, and your ability to find a mate in the long run.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
take it with a grain of salt or don't. But this is coming from a man with a lot of experience who's watched people really mess this up. How many people we watched over the years go to the gym, get on steroids, get buff, look good, lose their steroid connection, lose their hair, and then they look like shit in their body.
Look terrible.
It happens all the time.
It does.
So be intelligent, be smart, and just realize too, it's not all about the looks.
Yep, and be well-rounded in all areas.
Absolutely. So that's what we got for the young men today.
All right. Well, that was a good one.
Good
All right.
episode.
That was a good episode. We hit a lot of topics.
Yeah, a lot of fun today. A lot of fun.
Yeah, we mixed it up.
Brought it into the new year. I guess we'll be off for the next couple weeks. What, a week?
Maybe a week.
We'll be back next week.
But I'm gonna try to be back next week.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
I'll try to be back next week too.
Yeah, definitely.
Can't be splitting up with my buddy.
I know, right? Yeah, we definitely got to drop one.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yes, and I know we won't see you for New Year, so happy holidays.
Happy New Year. Be safe. Be safe.
Yes. All right. Have a good one. Hope you guys enjoy it.